Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
Hey, Carly.
Yes.
Are you a good kisser?
I like to think I am, but I don't know.
1 to 10.
It's hard.
Where would you rank yourself?
It's hard to say because you don't kiss yourself.
Right? Nobody really knows if they're a good kisser or not.
No.
You just go on what your significant other says, and they're not going to be mean to you
No.
if they love you.
Right.
They're going to just put up with it.
I mean, if I was to rank myself.
Yep, 1 to 10.
I don't know.
10 being the best.
A 7? I don't know.
7?
I think I'm okay.
I feel like a lot of people would say 7.
I wouldn't say I'm like fantastic, but like I think I'm okay.
Nobody wants to brag and be like, I'm a 10.
10 out of 10, obviously. Yeah.
So science has figured out what makes a good kisser versus a bad kisser.
Okay, but first you need to say what you think.
Oh, I'm like
you are.
I'm like an 8.
The way you said that, like, duh.
I don't know.
I know, right? That's such a hard question. And there's like no one you can truly ask because they would all be nice.
You would think, right? Maybe ask an ex. Would you ever go to an ex and be like, okay, rate me?
No.
I could never do that.
No. Especially since my exes are all from high school.
Yeah. When nobody knew how to kiss.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's really funny. 281-2400 or open the 106.9 KRLC app and chat with us. Tell us what makes a bad kisser. I've got this list from the University of New York. Whole bunch of reasons on why you are potentially a bad kisser.
Okay.
The dead fish kiss is on their list.
Is that just when you like pucker and you just go,
you
just touch?
The dead fish is when you don't participate in all at all. Yeah.
you just touch them.
Stubble is on the list.
Yeah, sometimes.
If you had
It
stubble,
can
that would
be-
definitely ruin the mood, Carly.
You know, yeah. Sometimes if my husband has stubble, it's like, ooh, get that off my lip. It's itchy.
I think it could go both ways.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't
And
bother
I just
me.
say that because I have stubble.
Okay, but like yours is longer though. His is like I haven't shaved in a couple of days.
Scratchy.
And it's scratchy, yeah. If he let it go for a little bit, then it would be fine.
All right, let's go to the phones here. Brad in Rochester's calling in. Brad, what makes a bad kisser?
It's so gross when somebody is just like all tongue. Like, you don't need to lick my tonsils or my face or anything.
Please don't lick
You know what
my
I mean?
face.
It's just, you just tone it down a little.
So there's a whole bunch of reasons here on this list from the University of New York about your tongue.
Oh.
Overactive tongue.
Yeah.
Not enough tongue. Too much tongue. Wet sloppy kisses is on here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like wet sloppy kisses?
No.
I love them.
What? Ick. No, I don't need your slobber all
There's
over
some
me.
passion in there.
Oh, God.
The funny thing about this is they broke it down and they say by gender, men typically do like wet sloppy kisses. Women don't.
Okay, that checks out then.
Which is,
Yep.
I mean, that's
That's
why.
unfortunate.
It's super unfortunate, right? Like, we can't come together on anything. Good morning, Carrie. What makes a bad kisser?
Hi, I definitely if the person has bad breath.
Bad breath, number one on this list.
You could just like feel it. It's like, ick, go brush your teeth.
You can feel somebody else's breath when you're kissing them.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
Are you aware of a buy now, pay later option at grocery stores?
Well, I knew it was an option like for online shopping. I've seen it where it's like, hey, with this service, you can make 4 payments of $25 instead of $100.
I knew
all
this
at once.
Yeah, I knew this was a thing like when you're buying big ticket items, like if you're buying a
Sure.
big TV that's $2,000 or whatever, you can pay it off in installments. But I didn't know it was a thing with groceries.
That is like, so if you go to the grocery store, you can just make payments on your groceries.
Some of them offer that now.
That's wild.
And there's a story out that says it's exploding with groceries. People
bet.
can't afford their groceries, so
Well,
they're
yeah.
trying to split it into payments,
I
which
feel
is
like-
so sad.
It's sad. It's a good idea. It's also very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, because you get in a hole, right?
Because it's kind of like racking up a credit card.
You got to buy those groceries once a week. So
Yeah.
every week you're like, okay, just add it to the total, add it to the total.
Right. And then pretty soon, yeah.
So they say the number of Americans using this buy now, pay later feature jumped by 40% in January.
Wow.
Because of the price. I mean, they're blaming inflation
Sure.
and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, that is scary, right? I didn't even know that was a thing with groceries.
Yeah. Do you know where they're offering this?
Well, I know
what
like
stores?
Walmart has it.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the bigger national chains. I don't think Hy-Vee has it.
Okay.
And maybe, I don't know. Do they charge you interest on it? Or
I don't know. I think it depends. Like on the ones that I've seen where like if I'm going to buy shoes, for example, almost all of them are like, there's like one called like Affirm or something like that. Hey, you can make 4 payments with Affirm instead of paying all at once. And it's like if you make the 4 payments, there's no interest on it. But if you fall behind on them, then you get in trouble, I think is what it is.
All right, so yeah, I'm reading here more. Be sure to check the fine print to avoid late fees.
Yeah.
And high interest rates. So sometimes they might charge you interest on your grocery. You don't want to do that.
No.
No.
Just buy
You got to budget better.
25-cent ramen and add some veggies to it and like
Unfortunately, that's reality, right?
I know. Yeah.
All right, let us help you buy your groceries next time and every time for the rest of the year and next year and the year after that. Because we got
I don't know that we have enough money for 3 years, but
$30,000. You can buy a lot of groceries.
you could for sure.
And you can win $30,000 Monday morning starting at 8 o'clock here on 106.9 KROC.
There's a new survey by YouGov that reveals 33% of people believe they could land a plane in an emergency. Could you?
I think I could. I think
so?
I would be crapping my pants.
Yeah.
And I'd be
Rightfully
crying
so.
and screaming and being like, oh, dear God, we're going to die.
Mhm.
But I think I could take direction from somebody because you would be on the headset.
Yeah. Everyone would be surrounded at the airport like, oh my God, this guy needs to land the plane.
I mean, I don't know how good of a landing it'd be, but we would get on the
We would
ground.
land and nobody would die. Yeah, exactly. I'd like to think that I could do that as well.
All right, that's news. Hopefully that's news because hopefully you'll never, ever be in that situation.
I know. Levi is introducing a new artificial model. They're coming out with her later this year, and the hope with this is that you'll be able to change her to match your body type, your age, your skin color, so that you can figure out what clothes would look best on you, which I think is really cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, so you actually like upload a picture of yourself and then like
I'm not sure how
puts
it
the
would
jeans
work.
on you.
Or you'll say, like, this is the jean size I typically wear. Or maybe it'll ask for your measurements, because that would be a little more precise. And then you can,
This is like a miracle for all you ladies listening right now. For me, jeans are 32 every time. Every single time.
I so wish that women's jeans were like that. That'd be so much better.
But this will help, I would think,
For
right?
sure. There's a Minnesota man who tried to get out of a traffic stop with a get-out-of-jail-free Monopoly card. Hilarious. And he must not have been pulled over for anything too serious because they posted about it on the Chisago County Sheriff's Office posted about it on their Facebook. And the deputy thought it was hilarious, which rightfully so.
This is somebody's dumb uncle. Like everybody's got that dumb uncle that tries to be funny all the time, so they have it in their wallet.
This is something that a friend of mine from college would have done, but I really don't think he was in Chisago County on Friday night. So unfortunately, it wasn't him. But And finally, I've got the 25 best places to live in the Midwest. 3 of them are in Minnesota.
Okay, tell us the Minnesota towns, the best Minnesota cities to live in.
Yes. Number 15 is Bloomington.
All right.
Number 6 is Minneapolis.
Okay.
And number 3, the number 3 best place to live in the Midwest is right here in Rochester.
It's us.
It's us. It's pretty cool. And the number 1 best town to live in the Midwest is Madison, Wisconsin.
All right, you can find out about those rankings right now, read more, and get more local news on the 106.9 KROC app.
You've got a little social anxiety, right?
I think everybody does.
I mean
I've got.
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do.
You're a quiet dude when you're not in studio.
I like to be left alone, people.
Right.
Which often gets.
Taken the wrong way?
People always think, a grumpy old man.
Right.
No.
Like, you're on the radio. You should love talking to people.
I just like to chill out. I don't need to put on a show everywhere I go.
Right. So there's actually this new study if you'd like to help your social anxiety.
Okay.
There's a new study from...
Alcohol?
No.
Okay. It usually works.
From the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm, Sweden.
All right. What do they say? What's
They
the cure
say-
for social anxiety?
They say that sniffing somebody else's body odor can help reduce social anxiety. So, I can kind of understand it because I feel like social anxiety can stem from thinking that everybody else is better than you. And so if you humanize them by smelling their body odor, you're like, oh, you are human, just like I am. It's okay. So I kind of get it.
So the part that I like, the word that throws me off is sniffing. Because that makes it seem like I need to go around the party just being like, who's going to normalize me here? Like,
You're getting uncomfortably close to people like,
which is socially awkward.
everyone's like, who invited this guy? So the researchers collected underarm sweat from a whole bunch of volunteers, and then they had study participants sniff the BO. They found that people with social anxiety, their anxiety was reduced by 33% by sniffing the BO. Which, like,
Stop saying sniffing. When they catch a whiff
Sniffing.
of somebody's BO. All right.
Oh,
I like your
man.
theory. It makes people, it normalizes, it humanizes
It
people.
humanizes everybody. Yeah, that's my theory behind why that happens. But yeah, sniffing other people's body
Who
odor.
brought that up? So they got all these scientists together, and they're like, we're trying to cure social anxiety. I've got an idea. Let's
Hey,
smell
what
some
about
BO.
armpits?
Duncan and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.